I'm really bad at first impressions, and I have 5 fucking minutes, so this should be really good for us all. You might not like my comedy, but I'm voting for Hillary in 2016. So I'm going to tell you guys a story about my time abroad in Salamanca, Spain. Yeah, if you've been, it's a fucking dream city. If you haven't been, don't go. So in Salamanca, there was a crew of Emory kids. None of us really liked each other, but we pretended really well that we did. So we were on social media all the time, Instagramming Salamanca, Spain. It was a hit. So in Salamanca, we went out all the time. And one of the first weeks of my abroad experience, I got really drunk and I was like, this is great. I love this city. I want to stay here forever. And I kind of felt the need to throw up. And I knew, okay, if I'm going to throw up, I should do it on my walk home so nobody else knows. Because, that's embarrassing and I'm a lightweight, whatever. So I'm walking home, and I think there are dumpsters everywhere in Salamanca. Like, this is literally a shithole. I don't even know how to explain it. There are dumpsters everywhere. So normal people would think, okay, I'm going to puke in one of the dumpsters and walk it off. Like, that's what you do when you're going to be sick. So my thought was, don't do that. Find a grocery bag. Throw up in the grocery bag. Don't let anybody know. Do not dispose of this grocery bag because Salamancans will DNA test this shit. They will find me and they will send me home. Those were my thoughts. So I'm walking and I'm like, grocery bag, throw up, take it, do it, whatever. This is great. Nobody will know that this happened. So I puke in a grocery bag, carry this warm bag of vomit home to my homestay. So literally, I have this random-ass woman taking care of me for 5 months, and I'm like, she cannot know that this is happening. So I have my bag of vomit, I walk into my room, I'm like, I nailed it, okay, this is great. Put it on my bedside table. Put it on my bedside table. Thanks. And the next day, I see it in the morning, kind of remember what happened, also shitting my pants because there is a bag of vomit. I'm like, who did this? I don't know, did I do it? I did do it. Just to clarify. So I have this bag of vomit, and the dumpster thing never comes to mind. I'm not like, oh, I can just, on my walk to school, dispose of this, because I'm still thinking DNA tests. They're fucking DNA testing. So I, take this bag of vomit, and I think about it, and I'm like, stroke of genius, I'm going to throw this out the window. Nobody is going to have any idea that it was this dumb bitch puking. So I chuck my bag of vomit out the window, and you need a little context here because I was in an apartment, and this apartment was like there was a terrace in the middle of all the apartments, and all the windows looked in on this terrace. So my idea of throwing this bag of vomit out means it would literally hit a wall and fall onto the terrace, or just hit the terrace right away. So I'm thinking in my head, this is gonna go miles. I've got a great arm. No one is gonna know that this is my vomit. This is a foolproof plan. So, it's 8:30, I have class at 9, hungover, chucking my vomit out the window. Okay, so I do that. And then I think, all right, done for the day, go to class, this is a great day. Yay, Salamanca. So I'm walking to class, whatever, never think about it again. A few hours later, I come home for lunch, and in Spain, you eat lunch at like 3 p.m. So I would sleep for like 4 hours, wake up, hi mom, to my host mom, listen to her speak in Spanish, never understood most of it, and then go back to bed, or Netflix. Literally, that was my day. So I got to lunch, and she said to me, she was like, Rebecca, I'm gonna be a little late to dinner tonight. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna go out then, and skip dinner, that's great. And she was like, we're having a apartment communal meeting due to some recent issues. And I'm like, this is worse. The first thing that crosses my mind is somebody robbed one of these apartments. I don't even think about my puke. I'm like, shit, all my stuff is gonna be gone. Like, I'm American. I have, some stuff that these Salamancans might want, so they robbed my room. That was my first thought. And then I hear her, she continues on, and she's like, we're very upset. A child was involved, and I'm like, what could she be talking about? What could she possibly be talking about? Honestly, what could this be? And so then I remember I threw a bag full of vomit out my window this morning. I because I don't want her to know that this was me, right? I have to play this up. So I'm like, still DNA testing is in my mind. So I'm like, I gotta really keep it calm. So I asked her, I say, oh, what happened? And she was like, well, this morning, kids were leaving the apartment complex to go to school. Oh, it gets better. And somebody threw a bag of vomito out the window, and the splashback, I don't know the Spanish word for that, but I'm thinking that's what she said. The splashback hit some of the kids. I'm like, oh my God, that is horrible. Who would do that? And I'm like, you go to that meeting. You tell them that there are students living on the 6th floor. It was probably them. I'm blaming people that I don't even, who knows if there are students on the 6th floor? I'm like, in my basic Spanish saying, yeah, that's terrible, I don't know. So I decide, she cleans up lunch and we're done talking, and I'm like, I should pack a bag because I'm out of here. They're gonna ship me home to here. Great. And so I start packing a weekend bag. I'm like, I should plan a trip, I should do something so they never know it's me, that this cannot be me, I'm not involved. And, hello everyone, nice to see you. Sorry. So I packed a weekend bag and I was ready to go, and I told her, I was like, I'm really upset that somebody would think to throw vomit out the window. I agree with you. Thank you for having me. And I walk out with my bag thinking I'm done, they're DNA testing it, whatever. And I just want you guys to know that the moral of this story is to always throw up in the dumpsters along the streets of Salamanca, Spain. Or here, I guess, I don't know. But just always choose the dumpster because the bag never works out.